Alright, what's up everyone? Today is actually Monday, July 29th. So obviously the meet has happened. So this video that you're about to watch is the last week of prep. I wanted to get it out right before the meet, so the night before or the day before at some point, but I was so locked in and focused, and all I wanted to do was focus on the meet and give all my energy towards that I didn't fully complete the video, and I didn't want to put out a half-ass video for you all, and I just stopped and just, you know, gave all my time and attention to the last stretch of the prep. You know, I hope you guys can forgive me for that, because I know I like to keep you guys in tune and update with everything. And, you know, this last video could have gave you guys a better understanding of, you know, some things that, you know, some calls that we made on certain attempts and stuff like that. So anyway, enough of, you know, the talking. Won't get too much into it because I want to save all of that for a meet recap that I will be doing here soon. This video, we're going to take it right back to a week out or a week or a few days out, so you guys can see everything leading up to this meet. I appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you so much, and I hope you do still enjoy this video, even though, you know, the meet has already happened. Enjoy. Alright, what's up everybody? It is fucking meet week. Sorry, let me repeat that. Good? Ready? What's up everyone? It's meet week. And your boys hyped today, man. We have our last heavy squat of the block, and it's 6 days out. So by heavy squat, I mean relatively heavy. So this is gonna be basically anywhere around what an opener may or should be, or somewhat in between what a second attempt could be, or like slightly before you get to that second attempt, just depending on how everything's set up. So I haven't had my call with Marcellus yet. I'm sure we'll have that either today or tomorrow, and we'll go over and discuss certain things. In the last video, I couldn't show you guys this was the color that I was rocking last week for my workout, but yeah, this is the Reflect collection. So the Reflect is out, and at first I was like, I don't think this is planned. I don't think this color was planned for the Sbd Raleigh meet. But when I go all the way back to when they first announced the meet, they literally have reflection in the caption. So I'll put it up here so you guys can see. This was always the plan. It thickens the plot. So here we go. We're into meet week, baby. I'm excited today, man. I'm feeling better. My body's feeling better. I really like, that's just what I want to feel, especially on like a squat day. Now, that's just how I feel. That doesn't necessarily mean like once I get in the bar, I'll still feel that way. But we will see. I'm gonna do everything I can now to like do my typical routine, which is probably something I'm gonna do before the day of the meet. Since it is in Durham, North Carolina, I am about 25 minutes from the venue. So I'll probably come here during the morning session and do my mobility routine, and I'll get on the reverse hyper and do the things that I normally do to release and decompress and things like that. So that is something that I plan to do. Up until then, this is our last heavy squat session. We got one more bench session, which will be relatively heavy. I'm assuming it's going to be something like a second attempt, somewhere between that second to middle, second to third, you know, somewhere around there. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Everything's been moving well though. We have, again, with the Reflect, I haven't opened half the stuff. So this is the Sbd powerlifting knee sleeve. I've sized up to a medium because these are annoying to get on. They're not stiff knee sleeves, like I said, but they're very compressive and they're amazing. However, the smaller I go, the harder it is to get on and the harder it is to take off, especially when I start to sweat, which will happen. So I went up to a medium. I've worn a large before, and that is a comfortable fit. A medium is probably that sweet spot. So we'll trust it. We have to try it out today because this is the outfit that I'm going to wear for the meet. I know we've had discussions on which outfit should I wear. I'm gonna keep it real. During that time period of when I was discussing which singlet, which colors I was gonna wear, I had no idea this was happening. So this is obviously the outfit that I'm gonna wear for the meet. So I need to try this knee sleeve on today to see how it fits. And I brought my other one just in case. This is a small regular or a small upgraded Sbd knee sleeve. So this is now the regular, which feels great, feels amazing. I'm sure that'll do well, but just in case for any reason, I have these for the day. We have the wrist wraps, and then we have deadlifts too. which I brought my deadlift socks just to wear, right? So this is basically a trial run of the outfit I'm gonna wear with the, with the Cuban on, you feel me? Yeah. So I got this because it was the Prime Day, and I was gonna get like a basic chain or something just for the outfit. I needed something just a little bit thicker because my thinner chain just doesn't pop well on this color. So I was like, I need something a little bit thicker. Prime Day happened, and then this popped up, and I was like, if I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go all out. So that's what it is. Especially with my, like, my meet day fit. Nothing crazy, simple. Going into a different phase. That's not really much else to say. I am feeling okay. We'll see how everything goes. We'll see how everything feels on my back, on my knees, on my hips, on my groin, my elbow. We'll just see, how beat up I really am. But as of right now, the mental's high, the excitement is here now. It takes me forever to get to this excited part of the phase because, in my opinion, it's all the work that I do that leads up to this that makes me the most excited. I'm excited because the work is done. Now it's time to go out there and have fun and compete. So now that excitement picks up. It's not that I'm not excited to come train every day. I love training. But like there's this like small switch that happens. And that switch happened yesterday. And I was like, I'm excited to go to the gym. The music is hitting different. Like everything's just hitting so different right now. I'm done talking, man. Let's go ahead and get to it. Hi everyone, so we're done with today's session, and man, it was a good one. It was a really good one leading into this meet. Probably one of the better squats I've had in a long time. Probably a better squat since the 765 squat at Barbara Brigade. Since then, my squats hadn't been on the uptick that it had been because I attempted that 800 squat not too long after that and wasn't able to recover in time. Now I feel like the recovery has gotten better as we progress to this meet. So, there's some light at the end of the tunnel. Now with that being said, we hit 733 for a top for the day. I believe my top was around 740 to 750. I wanted to play it safe today and hit the 733. I knew I could have done more for the day, but to me that's not very to me, that's not as important. I just want to have a clean lift, go into this meet on a positive note, and I believe that's what we did. You know, we came in, hit a solid 733 squat, and back offs, everything felt a little shifty and shaky and off, so that kind of concerned me a little bit. But again, nothing bad, nothing crazy. It's just sometimes how it goes. Yeah, man, like the energy was good today. Like everyone was definitely feeling it. And you know, that kind of bled into my session as well too, even though like I was hyped no matter what, because it is meet week, man, and the excitement is here, you feel me? So after that, we smashed a 562 double for deadlifts. Deadlifts have been feeling amazing. I don't know if y'all have been seeing, but deadlifts have been feeling good. I would be surprised if they don't show up on the day. That, like, it would be a shock for me. But yeah, so we actually do have another session. We have a heavy, hold on, where's my phone at? I don't have it. We have one more session that I'm going to show you guys. Everything after that's like pretty lightweight, nothing really to show, nothing of note. But we do have one more bench session, which will be like relatively a heavy bench session, but even then not really that heavy, because we're not going to really push it this close to the meet. We're going to push it enough, right? So again, hitting certain ranges that we know will be there. So that's kind of where I'm at, and we'll probably show you that. I'll show you guys that on Tuesday, so that's in a few days from now. But also, this is the new fit from Sbd. It's the Reflect. As I said, the Reflect collection. You can use my link in the description box below. If you like this fit, man, go ahead and hit that link. The link directly supports me, the athlete, for Sbd. Greatly appreciate it. The shorts, however, are my personal shorts from my brand, Inspire Athletics. These shorts are still available in this color on my website, as well as some other t-shirts and other merch that I have in stock. But I am loving this fit. I didn't know how I was going to feel about it at first. When I saw the color, I was like, oh, it's going to be fire. But then you never know until you get it in hand. And last week when I saw it, I was like, dang, this is nice. So beautiful color. Ladies, Sbd do have crop tops. I've been getting that question a lot, like, when's Sbd going to make crops? When are they going to come out with crop tops? These shirts are coming in the cropped option, so you will be able to have that as an option if you want the crop top. I highly recommend it. What I'm going to do now is it's mad late, yo. It's mad late in here. I even had lunch. It's almost 3 p.m. and I need to go eat, but I think I'm going to take some pictures first. Got to show the fit off. I'll see you guys Tuesday. All right, what's up, everyone? Welcome back. Today is Tuesday. We got special guests in the house. Come on, man. Come on in. Hold on. Come on in. We got two-time world champ Delaney Wallace.
Big trust, New York in the building. It's always cool. Finally get to get a workout in with my boy, man. It's been what, since like
forever, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, man. But
4 days out.
So basically, Delaney came in. He was supposed to be here earlier. Let me tell you, he was supposed to be here yesterday morning. Bro came in last night. You know, he drove down in like 6 hours from New York. I don't know how he did it, but we're here today. He's got a little, little prep work to do. Nothing crazy. He ain't hitting anything while, you know, we're about, what are we, 5 days out? 4. We're 4 days out from, you know, Sbd Raleigh, man. You know, I was still rocking the colors, right? Because this is what we're about to be wearing on the platform. I'm excited for this meet. I'm feeling good. Today I got bench. This is my last heavy bench session of prep. This is my last heavy workout of prep, and today is Tuesday. My last workout will be probably tomorrow, which is Wednesday. Then I'll rest Thursday, Friday, and be ready to go on Saturday. So that's really all we got. I just wanted to pop on here and show you who we had in the house today. You know what I'm saying? We're expecting a lot of big names and faces to show up throughout the week. Most people will be arriving and staying in Durham, North Carolina. So the meet is in Durham, North Carolina at the Durham Convention Center this Saturday, July 27th. We'll be competing in the primetime session, which will start at 3 p.m. If you're looking, or if you're in the area and you want to come out, please do so. Make sure you get a ticket online. If you don't get it online, there should be some available at the door. I wouldn't bank on it, so go ahead and purchase them online so that you can solidify that you have a ticket, you have a spot, you have a seat, and you're all good to go. But yeah, so come out, come one, come all, you know how it is. I'm assuming most people will be training at maybe Anchor Power, which is a powerlifting gym in Durham, which is close to the venue, and it's going to make the most sense for most people instead of driving about 25 minutes to Raleigh to train here at any of the gyms around. So with that being said, man, I'm gonna warm up just a little bit. I'm thinking we got like a good 440 bench today. I'm sure we could probably hit more, but I want to, hit a good solid bench so that we go into this meet a little hype, a little bit on the like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what we're gonna do on the day, but this is gonna be an indication of what we got. 45? 45? All right, 45 Saturday. That's what Delaney said, so that means it's got to happen. One thing that I did enjoy, me and Delaney had a lot of conversations over, the night, and we were just like having a lot of like good combos. Like Delaney's my boy. We talked for a long period of time. We've competed against each other in the 83 weight class. He's become the 2-time world champion. Like he's surpassed and gone above and beyond the Call of Duty for the weight class, which is an amazing thing to see from any of the 83s. And Delaney has set himself apart from that. So just having all these conversations about worlds, the mental going into it and things like that are just some good, refreshing things to hear. But also like one thing that I love, one of our like best conversations of the night was just that whole conversation with self, right? That whole talk about not the, I talk about this all the time. It's not about if, it's about when I'm going to do what I'm going to do. But we talk more so on the side of like the conviction of saying, I will do that. I am going to do that. I got that. Because the moment you give yourself that if is the moment you lose. There's no if. It's not even about a win. It's you're going to do that. So as simple as that sounds, as much as we all know that, just hearing that conviction and like, nah, bro, you got it. I remember we were just as he's coming down, just like hyping, like, bro, you're gonna hit this 800, bro. I can't wait to see it. Like that, just that conviction of like, nah, I already know you're going to do it. And me like, yeah, it's not about if, it's about when. It's like, nah, bro, take that shit out your head, cuz. And I like love that because like I am like that myself too. And it was a reminder. And this is why I love being able to be surrounded around like-minded individuals, which I always am, but also like people like Delaney and Peach will be down here too, and they'll all tell you the same thing. There's a different level of thinking when you get to the highest of the highest level, and I needed that reminder because I was like, yeah. This shit's got me real hyped for the meet. I'm very slow to the hype. So whenever things get closer like this meet, you start to see me get a little bit more excited, but throughout the 8-week time frame that I'm training, you don't see much of that. But now I'm just like, I'm jumping off the walls, you know what I'm saying? But then after that conversation, since last night, I just couldn't stop thinking. I was like, bro, I can't wait to fucking squat, and I'm not able to squat until Saturday now. So I'm excited. All right, we're gonna end it here. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and knock out this bench workout. All right, so this isn't going to be the end of the video. I just want to keep you guys updated with what's going on. So basically, let me change this. I don't like this light. Hold on. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. All right, bet. So basically, we knocked out. What did we do? We knocked out 446 pounds, and man, I can't believe how good that felt and how easy that felt. So that got me hyped and excited. So I had my working sets that I did at 380 for I believe it was a 3x4 or 4x4. And I will say that shit was moving. It was fine. There was something that kind of felt off a little bit, so I went to go do another set. I was like, all right, let me go ahead and finish this last set or do this third set and make it my last set. And on the second rep, I just felt something weird right here in my pec. I felt something weird. I can't tell you what it was. I experienced something I never experienced before, and I just immediately knew to just rack it. You can't see it in the video because there's no like, there's nothing showing that something happened or went wrong on that lift. It's just more of like an internal. It's more of an internal feeling. Like I was like, okay, something's weird. Something's happened. Let me just rack it, play it safe. I'm too close to this meet to be fucking up right now. So that's just kind of where the mindset came in at. Was like, all right, you know, let's come into this meet as healthy as possible, because Lord knows we too close to be messing up right now. So I immediately went to the bathroom to make sure there's no discoloration or anything like that, to make sure it wasn't anything serious, and it wasn't. Well, I can't say that, I don't know, but like there's no discoloration or anything like that. So everything is fine. I just feel a small sensation like right here in my pec, like I said before. So what we're gonna do is we're not gonna do anything else. Go home, ice it, rest, but that's all we're gonna do for today. And then on Thursday, we're gonna come back and do something really light just to continue this taper. We're gonna do something real light on Thursday, maybe like 2 plates, just to see how everything's feeling. I may have just overstretched it, because again, I don't know if you guys know, but like my height, or my bench height is pretty high for me. Like my arms are long, so like I'm coming down a long way. It's a long distance for me to get to my chest. So if you ever watch from like a certain angle, you can see how far I have to come down. So my shoulders are literally like, anyway, so I have to come down a very long way. So you can obviously see that. So I was like, maybe I've just overstretched it a little bit. At least that's what Dom is assuming, because he's like, maybe you maybe just overstretch it just a little bit. Might just be that it. We just need a little bit of rest, ice, get some blood flow, and get some blood flow going, and that's all we need. So that's what we're about to do. And then tomorrow we have some really light deadlift. So I'm excited. Everything's moving well right now. Everything's kind of trending in the right direction, as I tend to say. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for some deads. So we're only just a couple of days out from Sbd Raleigh, and I'm really looking forward to this meet. I've been getting asked a ton of the same question. So I've been getting asked the same question a lot throughout the duration of the week, especially after the Sbd video came out. Even before then though, and it happens all the time, and it's one of those things that it's just happened. It just happens, and you should kind of expect it to happen. And the question is, how are you feeling? And as a lot of you know, if you've been watching the YouTube channel, I'm kind of very open about how I feel. So I never get excited until the week of the meet. So obviously I'm feeling pretty excited for the meet, but in terms of like, how you feeling, how's your body, I'm like, I'm good. There's really nothing I can do to change anything else. But also, like, after I answer that question, there's nothing that's going to, there's no solution to that. Like, what if I say, yeah, I don't feel the greatest? Like, then what? I don't know. It's just like, it's a question I really don't like, and I don't mean to come off rude or disrespectful by any means. I more so look forward to questions that are like, what are you looking forward to most this weekend? What are you most excited about? Like, what is one thing you're looking forward to doing? Or what is something or a meet day thing that you practice or do prior to the meet or even after the meet? What are you most thankful for? Things like that. Like, those are a little bit more in-depth questions that I like enjoy answering. The very straightforward, how are you feeling, is you're going to get a straightforward answer from me. It's like, I'm feeling good, and then I'll just move the conversation along, because again, like I said, I get asked that question hundreds of times throughout the week, and that sounds like an exaggeration, but it's not. I appreciate the ask though. Like, I appreciate people reaching out, asking, and trying to catch up to figure out how things have been. But I would like low-key just send people to my YouTube video and be like, you could just watch the last 2 YouTube videos, you know what I'm saying, and you'll catch up on everything about how I'm feeling and what's going on in my life right now. It's easier to do that than to answer every single individual question, but I also don't want to make people feel like they can't ask questions. But just letting you guys know, I look forward more so to questions that are a little bit more in depth, right? A little bit more substance to the question, but also there's a time and place for everything. Like when I'm in a gym like I am right now, and I'm like, just preparing, I'm kind of locked in, I'm kind of having fun and whatnot, and just obviously I'm happy, I'm looking forward to having the meet. But like, you just come out of nowhere and be like, how are you feeling? Like, what's going on? And you start asking all these questions about the meet. I'm like, just come to the meet. Just come to the meet. Like, I already feel good. Let's just come to the meet and enjoy it. That's just kind of how I am, man. I don't want to talk about the meet. I just want to come in here and train. But again, that's just me. That's just me like nitpicking at small things, but it's also like me just being very open and honest about how I feel. How I feel about the question is it can get annoying, but it's not me wanting to let people know that they can't ask me questions. I just would appreciate a little bit more in depth, and also the timing of those questions would be very, very important to me. I tend to just like, once the meet gets closer, I tend to just stop talking to people in general. I won't respond to DMs. I actively won't look at my text messages. So it's almost hard to get in contact with me, especially if you're just constantly asking about the meet and stuff, because I'm just so dialed in, I'm so focused, I'm just, just locked in. I don't really know how else to explain it. But enough of the chit chat, man. Enough of that. I just wanted to get that out the way because everyone's been asking. So when you see this video, I'm doing good. I'm fine. I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm ready to compete. I'm ready to have some fun. There we go. Now we can move forward. So today's Thursday. Like I said, we had a small hiccup on Tuesday's bench session. Some things didn't go so well. Everything else was moving well, but like I just didn't feel great about how I was feeling on, my working sets. I just felt a tweak in my pec. Felt like I either stretched it or something. I don't know. Like something was just off, and it caused me a bit of soreness, which has alleviated. Not all the way, but it has alleviated. It's mostly like inside here. I don't even know if you can see it. Like this piece right here. So it's that portion where the weight is just sitting on my chest. That is where I feel it the most. So today we're going to test it out and see where I'm at. We're going to start off with obviously one plate, go up to 2 plates, and we may throw on a yellow just to get some weight on the bar. I will be cautious as I do that, but I just feel so much better today that I'm confident that that'll be fine. Today was actually supposed to be much heavier than what I'm going to do today, but I'm okay with dialing it back so that we can continue to progress and move forward, so that we can come into this meet as healthy as possible. We're never going to be 100% healthy, but as healthy as possible. So that's kind of where we're at now. So let's get to it. All right, people, so we are now officially done with everything leading up to this meet for Sbd Raleigh. Today we hit a top single at 330 pounds. The original plan was to hit a double at an RPE of like, I believe 6 or 7, and some working sets at 350 pounds. But obviously we weren't able to do that today because of what had happened on Tuesday. Minor strain in my pec minor, I believe, if I'm getting down to the specifics of it. So not feeling the best right now, you know what I mean, going into this meet with bench. Although leading up to this meet, I was feeling the best when it came to bench. The most confident lift that I had as of today, or as of last Tuesday. So I'm still pretty strong, obviously, but it's just going to be dependent on like some minor things. So I may have a minor technique switch. So I might end up bringing my grip in about 1 whole finger, just so I can avoid that pain and discomfort from being out from my max grip. So that might be a thing we'll play around with on the day of the meet. I think my opener, I will just stay true to my technique, and then after that I may switch it up just depending on how I feel and depending on the severity of it after that opening bench. But outside of that, man, I'm pretty excited, ready to go ahead and get the show on the road. I'm looking forward to all the content and everything that SBD, Meg, Marshall, Topset Media, and the whole team of SBD and Topset Media have put together for this meet. I am excited that I have a lot of friends coming out to this meet that have never ever seen me compete, and friends that are, and when I say friends, I mean friends from back at home in Franklinton, North Carolina. So that's where I'm from originally. I moved to Durham. I moved to Raleigh later on in life, but I'm originally from Franklinton, North Carolina, and I got friends from, like, you know, my high school days coming out to this meet who's never been to a powerlifting meet. So that's exciting. This is an introduction for them to the sport of powerlifting, and I tell people, if this is your first meet, you're going to be in for such a treat. It's going to spoil you. It really will. But yeah, and now I got family coming, and also I have friends who are lifters who I've trained with constantly, who's actually never seen me compete in person. So we have all these things happening for this day. So I'm looking forward to it, man. You know me, I'm gonna talk my shit on the day, as I always do, and we're gonna put together a meet and have a good performance. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about. So I'm looking forward to it. As always, man, I thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for tapping and tuning in. Don't forget to support me. My links in the description box. If you want some merch, go ahead and hit the shop at inspireathletics.com, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out.